Welcome back, everybody. Today, we are doing something brand new for Make Something Mondays. We are finally starting the Forest Creative Mode series. And what better way to start this than to build a base on the very picturesque peninsula. Okay, so for this series, I have been saying in my survival gameplay that when I did this, I wanted to do a big theme for the whole island. And the theme I've got in my weirdly shaped head that I've had going for a while is I want to do kind of a lost Viking type settlement, like a medieval style settlement, because we don't have a lot of technology. I mean, we can't sit there and make like a computer screen or anything. We don't go and steal screens from the plane and set them up to watch TV or something. Yeah, so everything is kind of very rustic feel. So I want to do like a medieval lost Viking type, society that is just we've kind of encountered, because we do get stuck with certain remnants of technology like the boat and things like that. So I want to be where it's like people have stumbled across this island. We're trying to study the Vikings maybe and have that as the excuse for the technology. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with a kind of a port town for the peninsula here, because I feel like that'd be a good spot, because we'd have the big tree where we could put a nice little have a nice lighthouse type thing out here. We can have a whole bunch of like shops and, residences through here, along with it being for like fishing, because look, we got shark bodies over there. We got, right here at the sea, the ocean, whatever it is, we have a ton of what would, really think fish. So this is a good spot to have like a couple of docks coming out, maybe some little rafts for fishing. What I'm thinking is also having, instead of a weird set of stairs, now we have the cranes, putting a crane on each side of this. So where the docks are, you can just come right up with the crane and load everything up in the crane and just pull it up and then pull it across here for processing. So that's the theme we're going to go with for this location. And the best way, I think, is to start by building their defensive walls, because they will still need some kind of safety and protection, of course, at night. Okay, so I've finished the outer wall, and what I have done is I actually messed up and had just put the central gate and changed my mind, decided you need gates on each side of the fisheries. So here is a small gate there, and I've got a small gate on the other side as well, down on the beach level where they can get through. And I figured, having one main gate is good enough. What I'm thinking is, because of the position of it, the main road will come up through here, and we'll have like the shops and processing on this side. That'll be a little bit smaller, and then the multitude of residences over on this side, and we'll just kind of connect everything. I may actually change that placement though. That does kind of look off now that I'm looking at it from this side. I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so I've got the walls done, and now I've decided to start adding in the stone pathway to everything. That's the nice thing about creative mode, is if I mess up, I don't have to sit there and go and chop down a whole bunch more trees, wait for trees to grow back. I can just sit here and just keep making more and more stuff as however I want. The one thing I wish they would fix is it still takes just as many swings of the plane axe to chop something down if I make a mistake. We're going to give this crane a try. Apparently I can't get too accurate on how I'm placing it. So I think that's going to work. I mean, that's good enough. I could get maybe a flat walkway across from there. Oh, look at that speed. How fast that is built. Built and done and perfectly lined up. So I'll come up here. Just go across. Raise everything up. Have, log holders. Or, I guess I could put some baskets here. Since it's supposed to be a fishing village. Have little fishing baskets. So put little fishing baskets and have it go all the way across here, which I think I could get that to work just right with a platform. I think. No, we'll have to do a foundation. Or maybe I could do it with stairs, because that way I would have actually little gaps between the posts so people can walk through. I'm gonna have to do it from that side, apparently. Okay, so I ended up having to do, instead of stairs, having to do a foundation, which actually works out well because I still have this gap here to walk through. And to make it actually work, ultimately in the end, I had to do a little platform just so I could jump into the right spot. Because I'm trying to avoid having to use mod API on this, and from my understanding, that's the only way to get flying mode right now in creative games. Alright, so here we go. We are at the top, and that is almost perfectly flush to it. Just a little tiny lip there, but that works, and see, it comes across there. Perfect. So now, we need to do some lighting, because it's still nighttime, and I want to be able to see stuff better. Whoa, 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 why are you doing that? Alright. That will work there. Now, can you hang skull lamps, like ceiling lamps from... Yes, you can. Oh, I am so going to hang skull lamps on every one of these right here. Or at least on these two. I got the other ones right there as you walk out. So that's plenty of lighting. But, you know, for a theme, I'm not worried about supplies. Might as well go ahead and just... make it, you come up and you've got skulls staring at you with flames in their eyes. Alright, go, come on. One more, one more. There we go. Look at that. Look how well lit up that is right there. So, you know, these fishermen, they come in at night. They're still fishing. They come in here because we're going to have this whole area lit up along there, you know, so you could be seen at night. And we're going to have some kind of little thing out there, some kind of lighthouse type thing. I'm thinking like a signal tower on the island out there would be kind of cool. Not exactly having it where I'm staying posted out there, but having some kind of signal tower. So if the fishermen are going out at night, they know there's rocks there. Kind of like they know they're about to hit rocks when they come up this way. Alright, so we are roughly going to be about there. And I'm kind of thinking now, because of the placement here, it might be better actually build just ignoring the almost trying to line it up, just build straight across from here, because it comes up at this angle right there. And that's what I think I want to do now. We got to start with the crane to get that going right. Alright, let's see. That's a good height right there, I think. Yeah, that looks about right. And you notice, now looking at it, it does not look even. It looks like I did need to turn it a little bit more. I have to fix it now. I can't have that. I've got to fix that. It's got to be lined up better than that. From here, it doesn't look like that, but from up there, it is clearly the wrong orientation. Whoa! That's new. I have not seen that before. I saw fish jumping out of the water from like here to here. Like, oh, I can't swim through there. There's rocks, so I'm going to jump over them. I have not seen that before. Let's see. I'm trying to eyeball it just right. And there. That may actually be a little too high, but that's all right. I can still have a little gap here, because where it's going to come across is right here, and I can always level things out using the platform here. And if you notice, there's also another little island over there that I'm going to have to put like some kind of signal fire tower type thing on, like mini lighthouse, to make it where it's, you know, for being a fishing village, they got to know there's a big rock there. I did not make it. All right, can I get lined up right there? Yes, I can. Oh, man. I used to be able to, like, jump up the walls here in this corner over here, but now that's been changed, apparently, because it ain't working for me anymore. I may have to go ahead and do the fly mode, the mod API, to get this to work a little bit better. Alright. And we're going to link that. There, bam. And I might want to get out of it before I get locked in accidentally for some reason. There we go. 101 logs in a few seconds. That is so awesome being able to do that. Of course, now the rope is kind of blocked on this a little bit. I don't like that. If I have to fix this, I'm going to fix the crane, not that stupid platform. Ugh. Does kind of look, yeah, it's a little off too, it looks like. But it will work for now. If I get that OCD about it later where I feel like I just gotta have it working right, I will fix it. Now I gotta fix this stupid platform I had to put down to try and jump across. And oh no, I am gonna have to fix it. Because it's got the lip up here. It didn't line up just right. No more, no more, no more. Come on. Think. That's about right. Yeah, it looks right. We're going to find out in a second. I think I got a gap again. Crap. Alright, so that is working now. Let's get our nice skull lamps in here. It's not nighttime yet, but it will be before too long. We are going to go ahead and get this place just looking sharp. We'll kind of line it up with the beams too. Yeah, come on, come on. There you go. I'm not OCD, but when it comes to something like this, I want it to look nice as possible. And to me, that is a bit of an OCD thing because I want it to be lined up and looking good. Kind of like, you know, if you're going to take the time to build and decorate a house. Oh, no, no! God, why did you do that to me? We're going to have railings for this, apparently. Do I want stick fences for railings or do I want bone fences for railings? Oh! The skulls come down with it! Oh! That looks so weird! Oh! That is so surprising it works like that. Okay, whatever. I'll stick with it for now. If they change it later where that doesn't work anymore, then I will come and put, you know, the stick ones on there. Or just take those off completely because I won't need them. Yeah, not the simple stairs. We're going to go custom stairs. So I'm going to have to do it. We'll start with this side because this is the one that is the funny looking one. And I'm going to do what I have learned you kind of have to do. You have to adjust it a little bit taller than what you think it's going to have to be for the stairs to work properly. Because for some reason, the log, you know, blueprint ghost thing for the stairs, it spans bigger and taller once you actually start placing the stairs. Let's see, that may work right there. It looks funky, but oh, and there's that one little does this work? No. You know what? Into the ground we go. Yes, like that. That looks perfect. Until it does that funky thing at the end. Look at that. Why? Why does it have to do that? Look, it's only on this side too. The other side is perfectly level. So I don't know why that's got to happen. Come on, devs. Give us the ability to make nice level stairs. And now it looks like these are going to be actually sitting underneath the other ones. Yep, look at that. God, that looks funky as all get out. I mean, God. Alright, I'm leaving it for now because I want to get some other stuff done before we call it quits today. Alright, obviously, I don't want docks too far in because of the rocks there. I don't want it to be like they have to fight to get past the rocks kind of thing. Alright, how far out can I get this to go? Oh, that comes out pretty far. The problem is, it's too high. Alright, let's... Why aren't you going any lower? Come on. Does it lock into the water level at a certain height? Because that's going to make things a little awkward getting like the raft to sit in place, isn't it? I have not messed with the docks that much. Just because I usually pull my raft right up onto land. I'm in the way, sorry. I'll move. There we go. Oh, let's see. Alright, we've got a dock. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we got one. Of course, I got nothing. I'm gonna be placing hanging lamps on out here, so we're just gonna go with the standing lamps right here. Now we can go with a no, we're gonna go with just a raft, a basic raft, because I can actually maneuver it. All right, get me up there. All right, so we are here. I can't see which way I did. Look, I've sunk under it, so it's not like I can go up flush to it. I actually have to jump up to it, which I guess will work well enough for now. So we got one dock here for a boat to come up, and I'm going to need some more docks, so time to keep going. For decorative purposes, we're going to go ahead and put a large raft here, because, I mean, that would make sense. They're going to have a large raft where they are, you know, further out away from here. That's where the small raft can maneuver in. This is the large raft. This is the one that needs, you know, 2 people to maneuver it. It's not something you're going to use in normal survival mode. You got the stairs. I like how there's 2 people down there, but you got to have one person up here being the lookout, like, hey, go straight. Hey, turn right. Okay. That means turn right is one person stops paddling. All right, so we're almost flush with this one too. We just run out here and do this. And of course, we want this raft to be one that, because it's a large raft, maybe they are out, you know, longer during the day, or, you know, not, maybe they go out and they don't come back for a couple of days. Maybe this is like a transport ship or raft that goes and takes supplies to other parts of the island, or takes them, you know, goes out and harvests, like, maybe this is the shark hunting raft, you know, that whole thing. You're gonna need a bigger raft or boat. Oh, I can't do hanging skull lamps on this. It won't let me. It treats it like there's nothing to hang on to, but I can hang stuff on the crane part that goes up, where it's just the skull lamps are floating in the air. And apparently I can't place anything up there either, so we're going to put you right under here. So I want this place nice lit up. There we go. Smaller rafts, no, they don't matter. They're the ones that are just going out doing a little bit of fishing, coming back every night. These are the ones that are going to be like going out and getting, you know, big sharks, or going out and fishing for several days at a time. So I'm going to have to do some decorating with it to make it more like a fisher's type thing. Will it even go on here? No, it won't. You can't put a drying rack on the large raft. You can put water collectors, but not a drying rack. That seems a little odd. Alright, so we got the big raft. We got a small raft. Definitely need a few little baskets on the small raft then, if we're going to keep to the same aesthetics. Alright, there we go. We've got 8 baskets on the small raft. Perfect for storing all the little fishies that they go out and catch. Hopefully using nets. I mean, we do have rope in this, so I would assume we can make nets for that kind of thing. We'll just go with that. They're making nets and doing, you know, trolling for fish that way. Well, let's see. Yeah, I might could do something like right off of here. Some kind of like, you know, maybe even steps that go up to it. That gives me a nice big platform I can build like a bonfire on and have it up there lit up and going. Is the platform going to work right though? Kind of wondering, because I have been having some issues with the platforms not wanting to let me reach far enough out. See, like right there, if I back up a little bit, I can get the platform higher. We'll go with that for now. If worst case, I might like have to walk further out from it, or use it as a jumping point for building an even taller one. It's just gonna have to be something that they don't take a sled. They're just gonna have to bring the sled here, and then just kind of like walk up it and put up a bonfire up here. Now, question is, can I still make a bonfire like I've done in the past? Because I've had some issues with these being super wonky like this. Exactly like this. The same way it's doing right now. Alright, we'll have to figure something else out here. Alright, there we go. So now I have this platform, which means I could probably take out both the platform and the stairs. What I did, I just went ahead and built a foundation instead, because that still is wonky. Look at that. It's a strobe light bonfire. And look at that. It did not work. It just glitched it down there. Oh, come on. Alright, let's see if I can get over here and fix this. Got it! Alright, that's good. So there we have our big bonfire. I might just leave the other platform for now. That's fine. I'll leave that like that. It don't look the best, but it does work. And we do have a little signal fire we can have running at night, so the ships don't crash when they're supposed to be coming back in. Now that I've got platforms on my mind, I'm going to go ahead and build the defensive towers, because we are going to make sure that this thing is protected up here at the gates. So I'm going to have 2 on each gate. Try to get them the right height. Yeah, that's good and close. Alright, so now, of course, small walkway between them. Yeah, one is taller than the other. That's okay. And I want to have climbing rope on this side of each one, because what I'm going to do is have a whole string of these all the way along the walls here, making it so that, you know, you can run between any of them you need to. I don't know if I'm going to put 2 here. Not right by the gate. Maybe just 1 by the gate. And maybe on this side, a little taller. Because I don't like the idea of that being a very steep drop down. And it's not like they're going to need to go, you know, super far from one spot to the next. This is not going to be a case of hiding from the cannibals kind of thing, because we're just not counting it as having cannibals right now. We're going to be building up to show off this village. And this village is going to be up here where people can see it. If they are coming up, whether it be friend or foe, they're going to be able to see this village. And what I'm going to do is, I've got the lamps on the right side of those platforms. So on this side, I'm going to do them on the left side of the platforms. Do the exact same thing going across to that end. Alright, so there is our completed front wall, defensive towers, bridges between the towers. I went ahead and put a couple of defensive spikes up on each side of the main gate so that it's easier to see. I may build another gate right over up here instead of the one on beach level. Because of those stupid rocks, I may build a gate like somewhere along here. I know when I was trying to do that earlier, it would not let me build the gate because of the decline slope and the ground level. So this may be just kind of the best we have right now. But we've got a nice little defensive setup going. I'll put some arrow baskets up here and see about getting those filled with arrows during the off-screen time. We've also got our docks started on one side. We've got 2 docks. I'm going to build some more, and I'm going to get the dock started on this side as well. We do have 2 cranes and platforms reaching. We also have our little signal fire lighthouse type thing going for the end of this. So we do have a good start going on the creative mode fishing outpost. And I will get a little bit more done during the off-screen time with this. Like I said, doing more docks and rafts over here, get the docks and rafts done on the other side, and start trying to plan for the buildings in the central area. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do that yet, but I will start planning for that. I may put a couple of little like huts down here too on each side to act as like processing, you know, buildings. So it's like, oh, here's a tiny little hut where they could come in and process the fish before everything gets taken up. Like that's where they go and they clean the scales and stuff. So it's just meat, take over here and take up top to everybody else. And then I'll have maybe stuff like a building here right along the side, or have it where it's like there's a building that goes this way, or have a central building here between both of these where all the fish get brought up here into this central building, and that's like the meat building. That's where all the drying racks are. Everything is set up there, and that might be what I do there, and then have it just come to the front of this and then everything else is built along the sides of this. All the houses, the shops where you have like somebody that's like a blacksmith, armor smith type thing, where they make the armor and, you know, provide like weapons. It may have like a general store kind of thing where you go in there and you get like your meds and such. I'm gonna have like a full featured little town here where the most of the focus is gonna be on the fishing aspect of it. So I'm gonna be working on that during the off-screen time. I will have this in my Make Something Monday rotation now, where I'll be going between survival mode forest and creative mode forest, along with some other games that I'm now coming across that I want to add into the rotation just to keep things fresh, so it doesn't get stagnant with it always being just the forest survival or just the forest creative or just this game or that. I want a good rotation going, so we have a lot of stuff to see. You have a lot of different variety to see, and I get to keep things fresh by not always just having to work on the same game. Alright, but that's it for today's episode. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and tick the notification bell if you haven't already done so you can subscribe and get notified when I post during the week, which is 6 days a week right now. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you liked about the base design, how I'm setting everything up. If you've got any suggestions for how to lay out the buildings, I'd love to hear it, because I definitely want to have your input as my viewers on what I am putting into this base, because this is going to be just the first step. I have so many other locations I want to build for around this island. Eventually, this whole island is just going to be fully decked out with different little villages and outposts, and, you know, just whole different variety of themes to them. But the whole thing being themed around a entire like lost Viking type village, you know, outpost thing. But thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.